What's up, everybody? Great Lakes here, and I have Good Citizen News on the phone. This is his footage that I have helped out in, and we're going to see what happens when a little bit of effort and knowledge goes into making some change, like how you can do it. So I've got this footage. Some of it he sent to me, some of it I obtained myself, all involving him, and we're going to see just exactly how some officers respond to people doing, normal constitutional activities, like videotaping, and then, how to address the issues, redress your government. Again, another First Amendment issue. And this one has some positive change. Now, that's within the records department. Thank you, Lieutenant Beckman. We'll get into that. But there needs to be some change on the streets, and you'll see why here in just a minute. So, Good Citizens permission, we have some footage, and we're going to get into this. So, let's go, guys.
Wauwatosa Police Department.
Wauwatosa Police.
Can I have records, please?
Sure, one moment.
Thank you.
Records, this is Sue.
Hi, Sue. I have a question about getting video body cam footage. Under what statute does it say that if a person does not provide their identification that you will be blurring out people's faces? Because looking through Wisconsin Statute 1931 to 1939 does not say that, nor does it say that in the documents provided by the Wisconsin Department of Justice regarding the open records laws. Ready to supervisor.
Really? Because you're starting off a bunch of stuff you don't understand.
She should. She's a records custodian.
You've reached Sergeant Corey Wex with the Wauwatosa Police Department. I'm away from my desk. Please leave a message and I'll return your call as soon as possible. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911.
Oh, that's great.
Message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi, Sergeant. My name is Aaron. My phone number is... And I have questions about Wisconsin's open record law that is not being complied with. Sections 19.31 to 19.39 do not state a person requesting records must identify themselves, otherwise footage will be redacted. Also does not state, and the Wisconsin Department of Justice memo, which is about 60 pages, goes in depth on it, about these laws. So please can you call back 411 so I can get the full unredacted information that's been requested. Thank you. Have a great day.
So that's the end of the first phone call, and there's still more body camera footage there, but it doesn't matter because it's all black. So what happens on here doesn't matter because it's all black. We're going to go to the next phone call, and now we're going to go to Officer Gibbs' body camera footage. Check it out.
Wauwatosa Police.
Can I please have the records supervisor?
The record supervisor?
Yes.
He is off today. It'd be Sergeant Corey Wex.
He's off today. Can I speak with the chief then?
What's that?
Can I speak with the chief?
I can give you to the chief secretary.
Yeah, that'd work.
All right, one moment.
Thank you.
Hello, you've reached the voicemail of Mary Weger, Administrative Assistant to Chief James McGillis. Please leave a message and I will call you back as soon as possible. Thank you. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi, my name is Aaron. My phone number is 4. I'm calling because I have an issue with a public records request that has sort of been fulfilled, but I would like to discuss this with somebody. I understand Sergeant Wex isn't in, so I'd like to escalate this a little bit further. If you could please, again,
All right, so there you guys have seen the parts of the redacted footage. It's all, from start to finish, it's all like that. You might see a blank wall, or the poster 7 blurry. We have, the first part was Officer Bronner, then we have Officer Gibbs. That last one was from Sergeant Strand, the supervisor on the scene, that's like, I'm just as dumb as these other two. So now we're going to see and hear what happens when you put a little bit of effort in. This is Lieutenant Beckman from the Wauwatosa Police Department, which I don't think I said that. No, it's Wauwatosa Police Department, Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. A phone conversation that Lieutenant Beckman and I had about this particular incident and this situation. And believe it or not, it's positive. So thank you, Lieutenant Beckman. I appreciate it. I do believe Good Citizen News appreciates it as well. He could tell you for himself if he would like. That's your cue, buddy.
Oh, yes. I appreciate it. Thank you, Lieutenant Beckman.
He didn't know that was coming, so. But, you know, this is when the people that we entrust to take care of things like this, you know, I hate the word servants, but they're public servants. When they do their jobs, they do it right, we get this kind of response, and this is what we do. We highlight officers doing the right thing. Thank you, sir. Thank you to your department. I look forward to talking to you again. I'm still waiting for a couple pieces of footage and records, and then we'll be good to go. But here is clips of the unredacted footage from all three officers and the phone call from Lieutenant Beckman. Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Aaron, please?
Speaking.
Hi, Aaron. My name is Lieutenant Brad Beckman with the City of Wauwatosa Police Department.
Hey, Lieutenant. Good. How you doing?
Not too bad. Hey, we talked about a week and a half ago or so about a video that was released to you.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember that one from the Wauwatosa Post Office.
Yes.
And you had some concerns about the redacted version. So
Correct.
to review that case, I'm going to release the whole thing to you.
Fantastic.
Unredacted. Whether it's a training thing for us, I'm new to this spot too, so something that we learned along the way here. So,
And that, you know, that's what it's about. You know, I'm not calling to make a complaint or sue or get anybody fired. We can all help each other. We can all get along better, and we can show that we're not all bad people, both sides.
right. I think there was just some confusion on who's in the video, who's in the lobby. I think that's where their confusion was. So something
Okay.
we worked out. I checked with our city attorney, and they're fine with it too. So
I
went to my first records class this week, so I learned about it.
Oh,
myself,
nice.
And so we're good with that.
I encourage you to investigate how other states do it, and you can see how much better Wisconsin is than a lot of places like Alaska, for instance. Alaska bills you after 2 hours. You get 5 hours a month.
Really?
And after 5 hours of work, they bill you every second based on the hourly rate of the person doing the work. And that, so say you have,
It adds up fairly quickly, especially with body cams.
right, so you have 10 officers on one call.
Backseat.
Right. You have 10 officers on a call. Say there are 2 people per vehicle. So you have 5 units with 5 dash cams. You have 10 officers. That right there is 15 on a 1 hour incident. That's 15 hours of footage. That's 10 hours out of pocket for one incident. That does not promote transparency.
And that's a lot of reviewing too from our side of it, and whether it's things to redact, whether there's kids involved or not. And
Right. Just the basic viewing
we
itself.
look at everything first.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. That's how every state is. You have to, in case there's dead bodies, there's sensitive information. You know, you don't want to put out someone's name, address, birth date, social, and all that good stuff. I mean, there's a lot of victims. There's a lot of stuff in that has to be redacted. And most people in my community believe that that's absolutely necessary for the safety of the victims. But when it's just, you know, a cop and a suspect, it's like, why do I have a full black screen? You know? So.
It's the whole public who has a right to that.
Exactly.
It's a public place, and that's the dilemma. And a shopping mall, do people have expectations of privacy inside a mall?
No.
Well, probably not, because they're there.
You want to know why? 42 USC 2000 AB23. Wherever food is served, it becomes a public access area. I just went through this at the mall myself. It's a public access area, and they get the rights to everything that would happen in public, recording, etc.
Okay, take this one. How about you're a victim of a burglary at your home? Our officers respond, go through your home, clear it, go through room by room. Everything's on body cam. Is there an expectation of privacy of the victim of that crime?
They're based on state laws. Yep, I agree. And there are states that have, if going into a private residence, it actually dictates that in several different states, like Ohio and Michigan, for instance. I believe Wisconsin even does as well, that if you're going into a private residence without the consent of the homeowner, you can redact it. So, yeah, I absolutely believe my home should be my safety.
Is there a concern of where the safe is? or where a camera system inside a home is.
Exactly. That's the sensitive information you don't want the people to know. Exactly. Come in, I could take your hard drive now, and you'll prove I was there. Prove it. I agree.
And
And
those are calls we go to regularly. So
yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that's out there.
Oh yeah, there's the amount of information that's available through public records is a lot, and the amount that's restricted is not as much as it could be, maybe not as much as it should be in some situations. But I firmly believe victims have the right to their privacy and should not be, subject to certain things within public records laws. And I appreciate states that have things that protect children, victims, and things like that, especially when someone in a situation where they just got their ass kicked in their home and robbed. And you don't want to put them out there. I mean, it's living through that trauma is enough, but having everyone else be able to pick it apart and come at you for it, it's like, okay, I agree with those kinds of situations. So,
And I think one of the dilemmas was that cameras and this access to it came about so quick that we
Yeah.
went from no body cams to squad cams, backseat cams, body cams within a year.
yeah, it's
Nobody knows how to manage it, and the system hasn't caught up to it.
no, absolutely not. There's a system overload. There's an information overload in today's society, period. But then when we
We've
want
gone from 0 to 100 in a year and a half.
exactly, it has to be like, oh look, here's a physical tape. Let me copy this physical tape. Oh, it's just worn out and warped. I'm sorry, we can't do anything about it. To I can access stuff in Russia in seconds as it happens. I mean, it's incredible. It's a wonderful, scary age we live in.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
So here, we can put that in the Dropbox, the same email address you had last time? Is that good, or a different spot I can send you the link?
Yeah, could you send it to okay, you ready? It's long, but it's not hard. Great Lakes Audits. So GreatLakes AUDITS at
Okay.
gmail.com.
All right, we have it. It's all ready to go. Give us a couple minutes, and we'll get into that.
Okay. Lieutenant, what was your name again? I'm sorry. You said it, and I said it, and I forgot.
Last name is Beckman. It's
Beckman.
Beckman.
Okay. And Lieutenant, I have a question about the behavior on scene. Has anyone looked into that or
Okay.
to address that?
I have not. I haven't watched the video from beginning to end.
Okay.
Were there specific parts of it or something in there?
When Officer Braun physically put his hands on the gentleman and pushed him out of the building, and then threatened to take him to fingerprint him to identify him.
I can look into it. I'll probably refer it back to the shift,
Okay.
shift supervisor,
Okay.
for that.
Okay.
I haven't watched it from the beginning. I've been swamped with some other things, and but I will revert that back to our day shift lieutenant.
Okay. Excellent. Well, I appreciate you getting back to me. The other one was the email was Call of the Hog Hunter, I believe it was the one.
Which one?
I think it was Call of the Hog Hunter. Is that the one I had to send it to?
I'd have to look it up. I thought it was. Was it that one?
Or Good Citizen News 01.
It was Good Citizen.
Yeah, Good Citizen News 01, yeah.
All right, so we'll get it to Great Lakes. We'll give you the link to Dropbox.
Fantastic.
You also requested the personnel file of the records clerk. Do you still want that information?
I would like to. We could skip that if we can do some educating, because we were told we're not.
She was in the class with me on Monday, so hopefully that helps us 8.5 hours of sit down on information. So
Okay, because we were told specifically, since you did not identify, I'm not going to give you the unredacted information. And Wisconsin law, as you now know, says that you can do it anonymously. You don't have to identify.
right, and we've handled that internally now, so that shouldn't be an issue.
I don't need the file then. It was all about looking into the file for training received and then discussing the training necessary. And since you guys have had the training class and there's more of an understanding, that's what it's all about. I don't care her name, her salary. I don't want any of that. It was just to get training information. So
Sounds good. And rest assured that she was at that 8 hour this week with me. So
fantastic. Well, I really appreciate your diligence on this and getting back to me, Lieutenant.
All right, sounds good, Aaron. If you have any questions, let me know.
Thanks. Have a great day.
All right, you too.
Thanks. Bye-bye. And there you got it, guys. A little bit of effort, a little bit of persistence has paid off. And this is yet another department that I have been able to talk to and has made changes. Most notably, Lucas County Sheriff's Department and Director of Personnel Lynette Dunbar, as well as here we have the Wauwatosa Police Department and a couple others that have had some minor issues. Wauwatosa PD giving out footage fully redacted was a first. I've never seen that. I got a good laugh out of it. I actually sent Good Citizen News, like, he sent me the video. He was like, hey, I can't see this, something's wrong with it, can you take a look at it? And I'm like, I can't see it either, bro. And he's like, what? So I sent him the video of it and we had a good laugh. So look into your state's laws. If you have any questions, hit me up. I'll be more than happy to help you. I got a couple series coming out, this kind of stuff. And for this video, Good Citizen News is putting this video up. He finished the editing on it. He sent me a little clip of it, and I got a huge kick out of it. You guys are going to like it. There's some interesting information in here. So, I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. This is Great Lakes Audits. That's Good Citizen News. I'm out. Take care of yourself and each other. See ya.